Priyanka.
That being said, Madhurima, the Congress party has time and time again hit out against the BJP and has stated that Article 370 abrogation, in fact, of Article 370 should not have done. And Rahul Gandhi, in fact, had been leading that entire opposition. He had been condemning the BJP for the abrogation of Article 370. And now the Congress party once again stated that the Article 370, in fact, had been inculcated, not because of the Congress party, but because of Sardar Patel and Shyama Prasad Mukherjee. And also, the Congress party has, even in the past, hit out for the abrogation of 370. Speak to us a little bit about that as well, Madhurima.
Well, Priyanka, as far as Article 370 is concerned, according to the BJP, repealing Article 370 is welcoming the rest of the country into the Kashmir and bringing in more development and business. However, according to the Congress party and another political opposition parties in the state of Jammu and Kashmir, now the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, that Article 370 was a provision that was keeping peace intact. However, the BJP has always been of the mind that Article 370, until and unless we will not let Kashmir feel that it's a integral part of India, that kind of disparity that has persisted and has been brought in question all across, all the time when there's a political debate on the political stature of Jammu Kashmir needs to be ended. So this is the agenda of the BJP, where they believe that it was imperative to repeal Article 370 to bring in Jammu and Kashmir as an integral part of India, so that the countrymen go to Jammu and Kashmir and help it develop, give it the kind of development it needed, where the Congress party and other political opposition parties in the state of Jammu and Kashmir have been of the view that 370 was needed because Jammu and Kashmir is a fragile state as compared to, the terrorist activities that take place, and of course the multiple agendas that work around Jammu and Kashmir. They have been of the view to restore calm and peace in the state of Jammu Kashmir. 370 was important according to them. But the BJP government had always had 370 repealment in their manifestos, and that is what they did because, like I was pointing
Madhurima,
out,
hold on to your thoughts there and stay on with us as we are picking up various other voices on this story as well. Shehzad Poonawala of the BJP once again joins me on the broadcast. Shehzad, what do you now make of these statements that are coming in from the Congress party, in fact, who are saying that JP Nadda, in fact, is wrong in saying that the Congress party was responsible for Article 370. In fact, it was Sardar Patel and Shyama Prasad Mukherjee who had inculcated Article 370 in the Indian Constitution, Shehzad.
Once again, to defend the follies of the Parivar, and we know how the historical follies of Nehru led to the situation in Jammu Kashmir, the Congress is attempting to whitewash his blame and blame Sardar Patel and Shyama Prasad Mukherjee. Let me correct his history. First of all, Sardar Patel had no role in being the architect of Article 370. It was, in fact, Nehru's aide, Mr. Iyengar, because even Ambedkar had refused to draft Article 370. And besides that, Mr. Patel himself was not at all happy with this kind of a provision. In fact, Shyama Prasad Mukherjee had left the cabinet of Nehru, and in fact, he was the first person to lay down his life for the idea of Ek Vidhan, Ek Nishan, Ek Samvidhan, Ek Pradhan. So, for the Congress to now blame Nehru's follies on Patel and on Shyama Prasad Mukherjee only shows the kind of attempt they've always made in order to blame their historical faults onto others and whitewash history. The fact is that today, under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi, with the vision of Sardar Patel and Shyama Prasad Mukherjee, Article 370 has been abrogated. Does the Congress party support it? In fact, Nehru was on record to say that ye sabun ki tarah ghiste ghis jayega. Then why does the Congress party oppose the abrogation of Article 370? Why does the Congress party today communalize and politicize when Article 370 has been abrogated? And in fact, it is going hand in glove with its so-called Bharat Jodo Yatra, with those who have constantly opposed the abrogation of Article 370. So today, Congress party should answer that if they indeed are for Bharat Jodo, they should be celebrating and standing for the abrogation of Article 370. Rather, they are blaming Article 370 on Sardar Patel. This is an insult of Sardar Patel, because Sardar Patel, when he had 500 plus princely states with him, he integrated all of them. Nehruji had one state with him, Jammu Kashmir, and he failed to do that properly.
All right, Shahzad Poonawala, thank you for joining us and sharing your perspective on this big development that we are tracking as far as the war of words that is broken out between the BJP and the Congress now viewers is concerned regarding Article 370, where JP Nadda had just hours ago had stated that the Congress's leaders, in fact, Rahul Gandhi's forefathers had been responsible for Article 370 to have been inculcated in the Indian Constitution, and the Congress now hitting out and has stated that this is Sardar Patel and Shyama Prasad Mukherjee's doing as well. Of course, we will be tracking for you all the details as far as this big story is concerned. For the moment, we move on. Time now here for a short break, viewers. Coming up on the other side, Karnataka Chief Minister hits out at the Maharashtra government after resolution passed on border dispute. Loan fraud case gets bigger. Coaches and Videocon co-founder due to be produced in the court today, getting you all the updates after a very short break.
This is your space.
Play it your way.
With the versatile range of sanitary ware, faucets and tiles by Sarah.
Life will test you. It will turn your world upside down. Again. And again. And again. The only way to hit back is to stand up. Stand up every time. And say, I'm not done.
क्या हुआ रोहन, क्या सोच रहा है?
रिया, पहली सैलरी मिली है, तुम भी कुछ आइडिया दो। एक्सपेंसेस को कैसे प्लान किया जाए?
रोहन, एक्सपेंसेस के साथ साथ इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान करना भी जरूरी है।
देखो, सैलरी का कुछ हिस्सा घर के रेगुलर खर्चे के लिए और कुछ मैं अपने लिए भी तो सोच सकता हूँ ना, लेकिन इन्वेस्ट कहाँ करूँ?
सिंपल है, एनपीएस में।
एनपीएस में? रिया, अभी तो मैंने कमाना शुरू किया है, इतना आगे के लिए अभी से क्यों पैसे जोड़ूं?
वो देखो, एक एक करके ईंट जोड़ी जाती है, तब जाके एक घर तैयार होता है। वैसे ही अभी से पैसे जोड़कर हम भी अपना रिटायरमेंट सुखी बना सकते हैं।
बात में तो दम है।
एनपीएस कम लागत वाली फ्लेक्सिबल लॉन्ग टर्म योजना है, जिससे आपकी बचत ग्रो होकर पेंशन का लाभ देती है।
अच्छा, फिर तो मैं अभी अपना एनपीएस अकाउंट ओपन करता हूँ।
जो कल की सोचते हैं वो आज से ही थोड़ा थोड़ा जोड़ते हैं।
पेंशन है तो टेंशन नहीं। एनपीएस में निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है।
झाके रे झाके झरोके से झाके, देख के दम है छोटे बड़े सारे। झाके रे झाके फ्यूचर को ये ताके, तरक्की को टुक टुक हर कोई ताके। झाके रे झाके।
Reimagineering brighter futures with smarter steels. ArcelorMittal, Nippon Steel India. Smarter steels, brighter futures.
Top stories at 10:30 viewers. Co-actors and friends summoned. Statements of 18 recorded as Tunisha death probe widens. Police to push for Sheezan's remand extension as 4-day custody comes to an end today.
Resolution is unconstitutional, against the law. It will not hold waters in any forum, including the Supreme Court.
Karnataka Chief Minister hits out at Maharashtra government after resolution passed on the border dispute. Loan fraud case gets bigger. Coaches and Videocon co-founder due to be produced in the court today. Attempts to rebrand failed. Salman Khurshid now takes a U-turn, says Rahul walking on path of Ram. Mega crackdown on terror in Jammu. 3 terrorists gunned down in Sidra area in encounter. Hello and welcome viewers. Thank you for staying with Republic TV. I'm Tunisha Sharma. We are live and breaking and straight away getting you updates of what's really happening with the Tunisha Sharma death probe, where in fact the accused Sheezan's remand is going to be completed and he will be produced before the court once again. And of course we are getting you updates as far as Sheezan is concerned, where Republic has now learned that the accused Sheezan had a secret girlfriend, but her statement had not been recorded yet and the chats are yet to be retrieved is something that we are learning as well. Now, as far as the investigation is also concerned by the Walev police station, by the Walev police authorities, that she had been identified, but her statement in fact has not yet been recorded, and she was Sheezan's old deleted chat with his girlfriend is yet to be retrieved. In fact, the police has seized the DVR of the shoot on the set as well, and the efforts to understand from him whether there was any kind of updates as far as the death probe of Tunisha Sharma is concerned. In fact, we are tracking for you all aspects of this investigation that is being carried out in the Tunisha Sharma death probe, and now in the latest, shocking details being revealed as Republic is learning that the accused Sheezan had a secret girlfriend as well, and her statements have not yet been recorded. In fact, our correspondents are on the ground. Let me go across to Monica, who's joining me live from the Walev police station there in Mumbai. Monica, speak to us a little bit about the new details that you're picking up from your sources as far as the investigation is concerned. Now there are talks of a secret girlfriend of Sheezan as well that are coming to light. In fact, there are old deleted chats that the authorities are telling us that they are yet to retrieve, but they have reason to believe that it exists. What are the updates that you're picking up on the investigation front?
देखिए, इंपॉर्टेंट अपडेट ये है कि शीजान जिस सीक्रेट गर्लफ्रेंड की बात कर रहा था उसके बारे में पता लग गया है पुलिस को, लेकिन अभी तक उसका बयान जो है वो दर्ज नहीं किया गया है। ऐसे में पुलिस की कोशिश रहेगी कि जल्द से जल्द उसका बयान दर्ज किया जा सके। उस सीक्रेट गर्लफ्रेंड के थ्रू बहुत कुछ पता चलेगा। इसके अलावा तुनिशा के साथ जो भी शीजान की चैट हुई है वो रिट्रीव कर ली गई है, लेकिन उसमें कुछ भी ऐसा खास पुलिस के हाथ नहीं लगा है। लेकिन जो उनकी सीक्रेट गर्लफ्रेंड है उसके साथ की जो चैट है वो अभी रिट्रीव नहीं की गई है। पुलिस की कोशिश है कि उस चैट को भी रिट्रीव किया जा सके ताकि और भी जो डिटेल्स हैं वो अच्छी तरीके से पता लग सके। इसके अलावा तुनिशा की मां का बयान एक बार फिर से दर्ज किया जाएगा, क्योंकि लगातार डिप्रेशन में और एंजाइटी अटैक्स आने की बात तुनिशा को सामने आ रही है कि बार बार उन्हें एंजाइटी अटैक्स आते थे। तो इसको लेकर तुनिशा की मां का बयान जो है वो एक बार फिर से दर्ज किया जाना है ताकि जो और सबूत है वो हाथ लग सके। इसके अलावा सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट अपडेट ये है कि 4 दिन की पुलिस और रिमांड मांग सकती है ताकि जो भी अभी पुख्ता सबूत पुलिस के हाथ नहीं लगे हैं, जो और डिटेल्स हाथ नहीं लगे हैं, वो जल्द से जल्द हाथ लग सके और ये तमाम डिटेल्स पुलिस के हाथ लगे ताकि इस केस को और आगे बढ़ाया जा सके और जांच पड़ताल पूरी की जा सके। प्रियंका।
ऑलराइट मोनिका, पर हमें ये भी बताइए कि कई सारे जो नए बयान निकल कर आ रहे हैं, नई सारी जो पीसेस ऑफ इन्वेस्टिगेशन एविडेंसेस जो निकल के आ रहे हैं, तो उसके ऊपर क्या पुलिस का मानना है कि ये जो सीक्रेट गर्लफ्रेंड की बात कर रहे हैं उससे क्या बातचीत हो रही थी और क्या उनसे बात करने की कोशिश की जा रही है पुलिस की तरफ से? क्या एग्जैक्टली रोल था इनका भी इस पूरे कार्रवाई में, उनको बताया जा रहा है?
देखिए, अभी सीक्रेट गर्लफ्रेंड के बारे में कोई बयान दर्ज नहीं किया गया है, उस तक पहुंचा भी नहीं गया है। सिर्फ ये कंफर्मेशन हुई है कि शीजान की एक सीक्रेट गर्लफ्रेंड थी, लेकिन वो कौन थी, क्या है, ये सब के बारे में अभी कुछ ज्यादा जानकारी हाथ नहीं लगी है। यही एक बड़ी वजह है कि पुलिस 4 दिन की और रिमांड की मांग करेगी ताकि ये सारी जानकारी जो है वो हाथ लग सके। सीक्रेट गर्लफ्रेंड के साथ की जो चैट थी शीजान की, वो भी अभी नहीं हाथ लगी है, उसको रिट्रीव नहीं किया गया है। सिर्फ तुनिशा के साथ की जो चैट थी वो रिट्रीव की गई है, जिसमें कुछ भी खास नहीं मिला है। सिर्फ नॉर्मल बातें हैं कि क्या आपने खाना खाया, आप कहाँ पर हो, कैसे हो, बस ये नॉर्मल बातें हैं। कुछ भी खास पुलिस को चैट के थ्रू हाथ नहीं लगा है। जल्द ही पुलिस कोशिश करेगी कि उस सीक्रेट गर्लफ्रेंड तक पहुंचे, उसका बयान दर्ज करे। शीजान के बारे में उस सीक्रेट गर्लफ्रेंड का जब बयान दर्ज किया जा सकेगा तो शीजान के नेचर के बारे में, शीजान के से जुड़ी और चीजों के बारे में पता लगाया जा सकेगा। जब उसे तमाम सवाल किए जा सकेंगे तो उन सवालों का जवाब देगी तो यकीनन तौर पर शीजान, और ये भी पता लगाया जा सकेगा कि क्या उस सीक्रेट गर्लफ्रेंड को तुनिशा के बारे में पता था, क्या वो तुनिशा के बारे में कुछ जानती थी। क्योंकि अगर हम शीजान की फैमिली की बात करें तो तुनिशा शीजान की फैमिली के बहुत करीब थी, बहुत क्लोज थी। जब हम आप अगर सोशल मीडिया अकाउंट्स को भी खंगालेंगे, शीजान का, शीजान की फैमिली का, तुनिशा का, तो उसमें शीजान की जो सिस्टर्स हैं उनके बहुत ज्यादा क्लोज थी तुनिशा, और उनकी माँ की भी क्लोज थी। अक्सर उसके घर पर आना जाना भी रहता था। तो ये सब चीजें सोशल मीडिया अकाउंट्स के थ्रू भी पता लग रही है। लेकिन अब जो और राज है वो तब खोलेंगे जब शीजान की सीक्रेट गर्लफ्रेंड का बयान दर्ज किया जाएगा। इसके साथ ही उनकी माँ से भी क्रॉस बहुत सारे सवाल किए जाएंगे तुनिशा की माँ से कि एंजाइटी अटैक को लेकर उनकी ये जो प्रॉब्लम थी वो कितनी ज्यादा पुरानी थी। क्योंकि जब ब्रेकअप हुआ उसके बाद तुनिशा खुद को बहुत ज्यादा अकेला महसूस करने लग गई थी, और ऐसे में ये एक बड़ा सवाल बन जाता है कि कहीं बहुत ज्यादा डिप्रेशन और एंजाइटी प्रॉब्लम की वजह से भी तुनिशा ने कहीं आत्महत्या तो नहीं कर ली। खैर, ये तमाम सवाल है और ये कभी भी एक पहेली बनी हुई है, एक गुत्थी बनी हुई है, एक मिस्ट्री है जिसको सुलझाना बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है, और पुलिस जल्द ही इसे यकीनन सुलझा लेगी जिस दिशा में जांच पड़ताल को आगे अंजाम दिया जा रहा है। प्रियंका।
All right, Monica, thank you for joining us and giving us those details as far as the investigation is concerned. The kind of turn that the investigation is also taking as far as Sheezan is concerned, since he had been changing his stories, but now big developments as far as investigation is concerned of the secret girlfriend of Sheezan as well. We will be tracking the story very closely. For the moment, a time for the 1-minute report.
Three terrorists have been neutralized by the security forces in the ongoing Sidra encounter. Top sources of the Jammu and Kashmir police have confirmed to Republic that 3 terrorists have been neutralized, and now the searches are on. The truck in which these terrorists was hiding has been put on fire as these terrorists were taking the continuous cover under the garb of this truck. Right now the security has been beefed up. The entire area is under cordon. This was one of the tactically important operation, keeping in view the dense fog cover that has engulfed the entire area. And these group of terrorists, we are getting to know, was traveling from Jammu to the Kashmir Valley. However, the searches are on to locate the bodies of these terrorists who have been neutralized by the security forces. But the searches are on in the area, and the security forces are trying to ensure that there is no booby trap thing with these terrorists, because what the terrorists possibly, it seems that they are of a Jaish-e-Mohammed group. So what they actually do is that they keep a booby trap so that the security forces, when they come to pick up their bodies, there can be a major blast and it can be a collateral damage to the security forces. But now every step is being taken sensibly and with due precaution by the security forces to avoid any kind of collateral damage, because the main motto of these terrorists was to cause maximum damage to the security forces. What we are getting to know, that this is a newly infiltrated group that was trying to sneak into the Kashmir Valley from Jammu, and also they were planning a major terror strike ahead of the new year. This is a second encounter in the Jammu city where the terrorists have come from Pakistan or Afghanistan to carry out major terror strike, but the strike has been thwarted by the security forces, and now the searches are on in the entire area. This is the entire stretch where this encounter is happening, a few meters from here.
Time now here for a short break, viewers. Coming up on the other side, attempt to rebrand fails. Salman Khurshid now takes a U-turn, says Rahul, walking on path of Ram. And also getting you updates of how the loan fraud case has gotten bigger. Coaches and Videocon co-founder due to be produced in the court today.
क्या हुआ रोहन, क्या सोच रहा है?
रिया, पहली सैलरी मिली है, तुम भी कुछ आइडिया दो, एक्सपेंसेस को कैसे प्लान किया जाए।
रोहन, एक्सपेंसेस के साथ साथ इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान करना भी जरूरी है।
देखो, सैलरी का कुछ हिस्सा घर के रेगुलर खर्चे के लिए और कुछ मैं अपने लिए भी तो सोच सकता हूँ ना, लेकिन इन्वेस्ट कहाँ करूँ?
सिंपल है, एनपीएस में।
एनपीएस में? भैया अभी तो मैंने कमाना शुरू किया है, इतना आगे के लिए अभी से क्यों पैसे जोड़ूं?
वो देखो, एक एक करके ईंट जोड़ी जाती है, तब जाके एक घर तैयार होता है। वैसे ही अभी से पैसे जोड़कर हम भी अपना रिटायरमेंट सुखी बना सकते हैं।
बात में तो दम है।
एनपीएस कम लागत वाली फ्लेक्सिबल लॉन्ग टर्म योजना है, जिससे आपकी बचत ग्रो होकर पेंशन का लाभ देती है।
अच्छा, फिर तो मैं अभी अपना एनपीएस अकाउंट ओपन करता हूँ।
जो कल की सोचते हैं वो आज से ही थोड़ा थोड़ा जोड़ते हैं।
पेंशन है तो टेंशन नहीं। एनपीएस में निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है।
सोच रहा हूँ कमेंट्री ट्राई करूँ। मैच का आखिरी बॉल, तेज तूफानी डिलीवरी, एक धमाकेदार शॉट और ये गया छक्का।
छक्का नहीं, टूटा। आपके टाइल्स को चाहिए एमवाई के लेटिक्रीट टाइल एडेसिव। फॉर्मूला ऐसा कि अब टाइल न टूटेगा न छूटेगा।
पढ़ता है, खेलता है, झूलता उछलता है, दौड़ता कभी कभी दौड़ कर आता है, आगे आगे बढ़ता है इंडिया, अमूल दूध पीता है इंडिया।
Reimagineering brighter futures with smarter steels.
Why did life test me? Why did it try to crush me, shake me, break me? Why me? Because it knew if I could take this test, I could take anything and say, that was easy.
Three terrorists have been neutralized by the security forces in the ongoing Sidra encounter. Now the searches are on. The truck in which these terrorists was hiding has been put on fire as these terrorists were taking the continuous cover under the garb of this truck. The security has been beefed up. Important operation keeping in view the dense fog cover that has engulfed the entire area. But the searches are on in the area and the security forces are trying to ensure there is no booby trap thing with these terrorists. Every step is being taken sensibly by the security forces.
Welcome back, viewers. Here's some news in brief from across the globe. Serbia added more roadblocks in northern Kosovo and defied international demands to remove those placed earlier. The new barriers made of heavily loaded trucks were put up in Mitrovica. President Gabriel Boric visited a facility in Santiago that was destroying weapons, which has been seized by the police officials. Authorities said the amount of weapons which were being destroyed was 28% higher than the number last year. Officials assessed a situation of water damage at the Ohio State House after a pipe burst resulted in water flooding in Senate's chamber. Several roads in Seattle's South Park neighborhood were flooded due to heavy rainfall. Officials have warned the public to not drive around barricades blocking flooded roads. Residents in Salinas, California are dealing with significant flooding due to the Santa Rita Creek overflowing its banks. County officials have provided sandbags to nearby residents in an effort to prevent further damage. North Korea's ruling party meeting with the leader Kim Jong-un continued for a second day. Kim's report at the meeting set forth new key goals for bolstering up self-reliant defense capabilities. Southwest Airlines cancelled thousands of flights again in the aftermath of the massive winter storm. A day after most US airlines have recovered from the storm, Southwest called off about 2,600 more flights on the East Coast. The Kurdish security forces started to implement strict security measures in Raqqa after a deadly attack in the city. The measures included imposing a full curfew and carrying out combing operation in the surrounding neighborhoods. The co-leader of a plot to kidnap Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer has been sentenced to 16 years in prison. Adam Fox's sentence is the longest of anyone convicted in the plot so far. Rescuers also used kayaks to reach the pilot of an airplane that crashed into the icy creek near Maryland Airport. Rescue officers rushed to the spot and saved the pilot, who was about to sink due to the ice creeks. Time now here for a short break, viewers. Coming up on the other side, Karnataka Chief Minister hits out at the Maharashtra government for a resolution passed on the border dispute. And loan fraud case gets bigger. Coaches and Videocon co-founder due to be produced before the court today.
Your favorite service provider, 10, which gets you the best of entertainment, is back with something very special. Your 3 favorite movie channels are bringing in super blockbuster films with features like wider picture and crystal clear sound straight to your home.
Wow. Oh, I love that expression.
To subscribe to your favorite channels, contact your local cable TV operator today or call 10 toll-free number 1-800-419-2020 now.
You know it's only a drill, and yet you train like it is the real thing. Because one day, at a second's notice, it will be. One day, you'll come together as an invincible team. And every second you save will be a life saved. The Indian Air Force is looking for an exceptional team. A team that is truly a cut above.
Join the Indian Air Force to be a cut above.
Reimagineering brighter futures with smarter steels. ArcelorMittal, Nippon Steel India. Smarter steels, brighter futures.
Whenever I had ice cream or cold water, I would experience a sharp shooting sensation. So I just kept ignoring it. Even my hot chai was giving me the same amount of discomfort. My dentist recommended Sensodyne. So now I can be completely carefree and sip my hot cup of tea. It really works.
India welcomes those who further India's pride across the globe. Indian diaspora, partners of New India's growth journey in Amrit Kaal. Come and be a part of the 17th Pravasi Bharati Divas from 8th to 10th January 2023 at Indore, Madhya Pradesh, India. For registration, log on to pbdindia.gov.in.
Now, viewers, as India gears up for yet another fight against COVID-19 in the upsurge of the cases that are being registered across the globe, we bring you exclusive reports from across the country where the mock drills, in fact, had been carried out. Take a look at this exclusive report filed by my colleague Zeenat from the JLNM hospital where the mock drills had been carried out. Let's take a look.
we are seeing the COVID mock drill because the COVID-19 is not over, and here I'm joined by Director Health Services, Mushtaq Ahmed. Sir, how are the preparations as far as the COVID mock drill is concerned?
COVID mock drill is going on in all the district hospitals, in all the sub-district hospitals, and here JLNM is our, this is a divisional level hospital of Directorate of Health Services Kashmir. You have seen all the oxygen related equipment, instruments, even bulk cylinders, our concentrators. Today we are going to have a mock drill of all these equipments which are needed for the COVID. But my request to all the public is that they should nobody should panic. Where government is ready with everything, no need to worry, but take preventive measures: hand hygiene, social distance, and mask.
What kind of alertness is there in Jammu and Kashmir?
We are ready with everything. There is no dearth of oxygen plants, oxygen equipments, especially ventilators, high flow oxygen monitors, high flow oxygen devices, low flow devices, concentrators. We have everything in place.
So as far this is almost the 3+ years of the COVID-19.
Yes,
so is there an upgradation as far as the infrastructure development is concerned?
Yes, last year only, in all the district hospitals, we established more than one oxygen plant. Even at some levels, at sub-district levels, we have established oxygen plants there, RT-PCR machines. This time it is going on for a trial here in the JLNM hospital, and we have 2 more in Ganderbal and Pulwama. So government is ready with everything. There is nothing to worry about, but my request to one and all is that please take preventive measures, especially when you are going to places where social gatherings, religious gatherings, there you need to take the preventive measures on top priority.
We have seen just a couple of days before that 5 to 6 cases have been witnessed in the Kashmir region.
Yes.
What kind of symptoms these patients were having?
They have similar symptoms. It's sort of a respiratory tract infections. There is fever, there is cough, there is breathing difficulties, sometimes overall body aches and pains. But these are mild cases. We have 6 cases in our UT this time. All are mild cases, and we have sent for genome sequencing also. But at this airport, we have established testing center, and that is voluntary, not compulsory as per guidelines. Anybody who will come and have a test, we can do that in all the hospitals and in airports.
You talked about the airports establishing centers. What about the Kazigund, which is known as the gateway of Kashmir? Are you establishing centers there?
Yeah. In coming days, we will see the trend of the disease. Then we will establish there also.
Thank you so much for talking to us. So that was Director Health Services Kashmir, Mushtaq Ahmed, who talked about the mock drill as far as the COVID-19 preparedness is concerned, and also the airport. Srinagar International Airport is having one of the centers where the passengers will be tested for COVID-19. As far as the infrastructure development is concerned, yes, the upgradation has been done by the Department of Health Services in the Kashmir as far as the districts, hospitals of the Kashmir Valley are concerned. And also the mock drill today was observed here at the Jawaharlal Nehru Memorial Hospital, which is located in Rainawari. As of now, Kashmir Division has witnessed 5 to 6 cases of the COVID-19, although the symptom of in all these cases have been quite mild. With VJ Firdoswani, I'm Zinat Zishan Fazil for Republic in Srinagar.
Time now here for a short break, viewers. Coming up on the other side, attempt to rebrand fails. Salman Khurshid now takes a U-turn, says Rahul, walking on path of Ram. And loan fraud case gets bigger. Coaches and Videocon co-founder due to be produced before the court.
This is your space.
Play it your way.
With the versatile range of sanitary ware, faucets and tiles by Sarah.
Tonight, a murder will be committed. If anyone can name the killer, that person wins our game.
This is truly delightful.
Holy
There has been a murder. For one person, this is not a game. The killer wouldn't hesitate to kill again.
You must be really great at clues.
I'm very bad at dumb things.
Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery.
एक दिन मैं सोते सोते गिर गया और मुझे कुछ नहीं हुआ। पता है किसने किया? घोस्ट ने। वो हर बार मुझे बचा लेता है। मिलोगे?
अरे कोई घोस्ट नहीं, रोनी के पापा ही हैं जो उसे सेफ रखते हैं। जैसे हैवल्स लाइफ शील्ड वायर्स जो दिखते नहीं पर घर को सेफ रखते हैं। ना आग पकड़े न जहरीली गैस छोड़े। वायर्स दैट डोंट कैच फायर।
Our success reflects your trust. Global business crosses rupees 20 lakh crore. Thank you customers, stakeholders and well-wishers. Canara Bank. Together we can.
क्या हुआ रोहन? क्या सोच रहा है?
रिया पहली सैलरी मिली है, तुम भी कुछ आइडिया दो। एक्सपेंसेस को कैसे प्लान किया जाए?
रोहन, एक्सपेंसेस के साथ साथ इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान करना भी जरूरी है।
देखो, सैलरी का कुछ हिस्सा घर के रेगुलर खर्चे के लिए और कुछ मैं अपने लिए भी तो सोच सकता हूँ ना, लेकिन इन्वेस्ट कहाँ करूँ?
सिंपल है, एनपीएस में।
एनपीएस में? रिया अभी तो मैंने कमाना शुरू किया है, इतना आगे के लिए अभी से क्यों पैसे जोड़ूं?
वो देखो, एक एक करके ईंट जोड़ी जाती है, तब जाके एक घर तैयार होता है। वैसे ही अभी से पैसे जोड़कर हम भी अपना रिटायरमेंट सुखी बना सकते हैं।
बात में तो दम है।
एनपीएस कम लागत वाली फ्लेक्सिबल लॉन्ग टर्म योजना है, जिससे आपकी बचत ग्रो होकर पेंशन का लाभ देती है।
अच्छा, फिर तो मैं अभी अपना एनपीएस अकाउंट ओपन करता हूँ।
जो कल की सोचते हैं वो आज से ही थोड़ा थोड़ा जोड़ते हैं।
पेंशन है तो टेंशन नहीं। एनपीएस में निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है।
Terrorists have been neutralized by the security forces in the ongoing Sidra encounter. Now the searches are on. The truck in which these terrorists was hiding has been put on fire as these terrorists were taking the continuous cover under the garb of this truck. The security has been beefed up. Important operation keeping in view the dense fog cover that has engulfed the entire area. But the searches are on in the area and the security forces are trying to ensure there is no booby trap thing with these terrorists. Every step is being taken sensibly by the security forces.
Diktats there coming in from the Taliban that has drawn criticism from across several countries. More than 30 people have been confirmed dead so far in the US. Joint exercises that are being carried out by the forces of Kazakhstan and Indian Army as well. Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday morning. We are live and breaking. I'm Samiksha Srivastava. Let's get started with the top headlines. Co-actors and friends summoned. Statements of 18 recorded as Tunisha's death probe widens. Police to push for Sheezan's remand extension as 4-day custody ends today.
Maharashtra resolution is unconstitutional against the law. It will not hold waters in any forum, including the Supreme Court.
Karnataka Chief Minister hits out at Maharashtra government after resolution passed on border dispute. Loan fraud case gets bigger. Coachers and Videocon co-founder Venugopal Dhoot to be produced in court today.
राहुल गांधी नहीं है, राहुल गांधी राम नहीं है, लेकिन राहुल गांधी राम के दिखाए रास्ते पे चल सकते हैं।
Attempt to rebrand fails. Salman Khurshid now takes a U-turn, says Rahul walking on path of Ram. Mega crackdown on terror in Jammu. 3 terrorists gunned down in Sidra area encounter in Jammu. Thanks for staying tuned to Republic. We start with breaking news coming in from Karnataka, where the police has cracked a murder case after 9 months. In fact, we now given to understand that pen drives and several such incriminating material has been recovered by the police in connection with this murder case. In fact, those visuals also that have surfaced and the recoveries that have been made by the police, which shows the sheer horror of this murder. The person who was hacked and tortured to death by a group of people. We yet to get more details from Prajwal, who's getting us this breaking from Karnataka. But what we're given to understand is that it is a 9-month-old case where which relates to a person who was tortured, beaten and hacked to death in the Chikkabalapura area of Karnataka. We are now given to understand that the body was disposed of at the Charmadi Ghat area, and that the pen drive of the torture has also been recovered by the cops. Prajwal getting us those details. Prajwal, to begin with, talk to us about the sheer brutality of this case, how this person was beaten and hacked to death, and of course this case having been cracked after 9 months.
Now, Samiksha, we are to learn initial investigations of Bengaluru in the Koranakulke area, and he was mainly dealing with selling second-hand vehicles to customers, and therefore he had borrowed a lot of money from several people, promising them that he would give them vehicles at a very cheaper rate as well. And therefore he had also taken money from one Mr. Chalapati Gowda, who is also the president of a pro-Kannada organization too. And in this regard, Sharath had not given the money, or he had also not given a vehicle in this regard, and therefore Mr. Chalapati Gowda had gone on to instruct his son to go and recover the money from the victim Sharath. At this point of time, Chalapati Gowda's son Sharath has picked up the victim, who also goes by the same name of Sharath, from Bengaluru, and he's taken him to Chikbalapur, and he's tortured him for a period of around 2 weeks, is what we get to understand from the preliminary investigation. And in this particular videos that we are seeing, they are brutal videos. He's been tortured, he's been punched and hit on his private parts by a group of around 4 to 5 people. And we also understand that it was not only Chalapati Gowda's son, but also his friends too, who had involved in this brutal assault as well. And therefore a missing complaint had also been lodged by the victim's parents. But the case had almost reached a dead end, because the cops could not find out where Sharath was or where his whereabouts is. And he was taken to Chikbalapura, he was tortured, he was hung from a tree, and he was beaten up, and he's gone through torture for about 2 weeks. And later, once they learnt that he has passed away while they were beating him up and while they were hacking him, they have finally disposed of his body at the Charmadi Ghat along with his mobile phones and other materials which was there. They also erased all traces of evidence at the farmhouse in Chikbalapura, and later all the individuals came back to the city. Later now, the Kabban Park police, the Kabban Park cops received a pen drive with the videos of torture and with the people who had gone on to assault the victim here, and therefore the cops, immediately acting upon it, have gone on to arrest the accused. And it is also being understood that around 2 to 3 other accused too have been taken into custody now, and preliminary investigations are underway in this particular case. And this is also coming to light because of the fact that he's quite a prominent personality over here, and the cops have finally traced this particular case and have taken action in this regard, Samiksha.
Prajwal, we'll leave it at that. We'll keep coming back to you for more on that. But for now, to more news break coming in, this one from the national capital. And news break coming in of Home Minister Amit Shah, who will be holding a meet during a security meet that will be held, chaired by the Home Minister Amit Shah. We are given to understand that several top officials will be a part of this security meet, which will happen at 4 p.m. in the North Block. From the BSF to the CRPF, DGP top officers will be part of this security meet. We are also given to understand LG Manoj Sinha, the Kashmir DG, as well as the IB chief will be a part of the high-level security meet that will happen at 4 p.m. in the North Block and will be chaired by Home Minister Amit Shah. We'll go across. We'll try to take a word from Abhishek Kapura, Senior Executive Editor, to get more details on the security meet which will happen at 4 p.m. today. But this, of course, comes, remember, just hours after 3 terrorists were neutralized in Jammu. So, Home Minister Amit Shah there, who will be holding a key security meet on J&K at 4 p.m. today. And we're given to understand that top officials will be a part of this meeting, which includes the BSF, the CRPF DG, top officers, LG Manoj Sinha, the Kashmir DG, who will also be a part of this key meet that will happen at 4 p.m. in the North Block this afternoon. All right, we'll go across to Gursimran as well to get us more details on this. But just a recap of the news break coming in this hour of a high-level security meet that will be chaired by Home Minister Amit Shah at 4 p.m. today. We're given to understand that top officials will be a part of this meet, which includes IB officials, the BSF officials, as well as the CRPF DGP, along with the Kashmir DG, as well as the LG Manoj Sinha, who will be part of this meet, which will happen in the North Block at 4 p.m. and will be chaired by the Home Minister Amit Shah. Gursimran also joining us for more details on that. Gursimran, if you could give us more details of this key security meet which will happen this evening.
The security meet is scheduled at around 4 in the North Block, where the Union Home Minister Amit Shah will be reviewing the security apparatus in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. This comes ahead of the year-end, so a detailed year-end review will be presented before the Union Home Minister. And also important to mention that today's operation that has taken place in the Sidra area of Jammu, there will be a detailed briefing, because what it seems primarily is that an infiltration has taken place. So the infiltration attempts from the Pakistan has not stopped. That is something, a cause of worry for the security agencies. That also will be discussed, and a threadbare discussion will take place on the steps that are needed to be taken, and also a chart that has been prepared that how the strategy will take place in the coming 2023. That will also be put before the Union Home Minister. We are getting to know that the J&K Police Chief Dilbagh Singh, Intelligence Chief of the Jammu and Kashmir R.R. Swine, along with the IB Chief, ROS Chief, CRPF Chief, BSF DG, they all will be the part of this meeting that will be chaired by the Union Home Minister today evening at around 4. And this is going to be really very crucial, keeping in view the desperate attempts from the Pakistani side to destabilize Jammu and Kashmir. One such example we have seen right now. We are reporting from the Sidra area, where 3 terrorists have been neutralized. There is a possibility that one more terrorist could be inside. The searches are on inside the truck in which these terrorists were hiding. The security forces have carried out a massive cleansing operation of the terror group when it comes to the Kashmir Valley. Around 200 terrorists have been neutralized by the security forces in entire Jammu and Kashmir. So the priority, the paramount importance, what it remains for the security agencies is not only to wipe out the terrorism, but also to ensure that these civilian killings come to an end, because what it seems that now the Pakistan is hell-bent to carry out more and more civilian killings in the Kashmir Valley, so that they can instill fear among the locals. So to ensure that everything goes well and smooth, there has been a strategy that has been charted out, and now it will be presented before the Union Home Minister and the heads of other intelligence agencies.
All right, Gursimran, thank you for the moment. So, Gursimran, they're getting us details of the key security meet, which will happen at 4 p.m. today. And this key meet, which will happen in the North Block at 4 p.m., which will be chaired by Home Minister Amit Shah, and will be attended by key officials, including the BSF, the CRPF DG, top officers, including LG Manoj Sinha, as well as the Kashmir DG, who will be a part of this meet that will happen at 4 p.m. today. For now, a quick roundup of all that's making news from across the country. Social media handles of Khalistani hardline Amritpal Singh has been taken down in Punjab. Amritpal Singh's social media platforms across Instagram, YouTube and Twitter have been taken down in view of maintaining law and order situation in Punjab. 5 members of a family, including a woman, 1 adult and 3 minors, have died in a house fire that broke out at Shahpur village in UP district. Police along with fire brigade and relief teams have reached the spot immediately in a bid to douse the fire. Ahead of the 2024 Lok Sabha polls, Tamil Nadu BJP chief Annamalai has said that BJP is very confident in the upcoming elections and that it will get 25 MPs who will go to the parliament. BRS Working President KT Ramarao has now hit out at Union Minister Kishan Reddy for celebrating the High Court's verdict of transferring the MLA's poaching case to the CBI and calling it BJP's victory. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin has now written to Prime Minister Modi seeking priority for Tamils in central jobs. In his letter, Stalin has said that he'd earlier also raised questions and submitted a memorandum to the Prime Minister on the same matter. A 2-year-old child has been kidnapped from Ujjain railway station. Sources claim that CCTV footage of the accused has been discovered. Protesting Kashmiri Pandit employees have now approached the Central Administrative Tribunal against a Jammu and Kashmir administration order which states that those granted employment under the Prime Minister's special package cannot be transferred. Security forces have been engaged in a fierce gunfight with terrorists at Jammu's Sidra area this morning. At least 3 terrorists have been gunned down so far. More details are awaited. And tracking closely all the updates coming in relation to Tunisha Sharma's death probe, we are now given to understand that accused Sheezan had a secret girlfriend. We are given to understand that the statement of the girlfriend is yet to be recorded and the chats are yet to be retrieved. The conversation between accused Sheezan as well as his secret girlfriend. Now, these are some of the source-based details that are just trickling in. Also, remember the custody of accused Sheezan is set to end today. He will be produced before the court. Very much likely that the police will be seeking an extension of his custody. We'll go across to Sandeep as well to get us more details of what is the latest that he's picking up. But we are also given to understand that Sheezan, the accused mother, will also be interrogated by the police in connection with the case. All right, Sandeep is joining us live. Sandeep, what is the latest you are picking up? What are the arguments and the evidence tell us first about the evidence that the police has been able to gather against the accused so far?
See, as far as the investigation is concerned, Samiksha, the videography of the set is being done, and also police is time and again have in fact seized the DVR of the show overall, and in fact police is in fact verifying the facial expression of Sheezan Khan during the whole day. Apart from that, he was in fact taken yesterday and day before yesterday, in fact, at the sets of Alibaba, and in fact he was questioned there as well, and in fact that videography is also being done by Valif police. Samiksha, what is more important out here is that the WhatsApp chats has been extracted by Valif police, and in fact there are some deleted chats of Sheezan Khan which needs to be extracted on. And on the same grounds today, in fact, the Valif police will seek custody, as there is a lot more to investigate in this case. Apart from that, the statement of Tunisha Sharma as well as Sheezan's mother will also be taken. Remember, he has in fact said to the police that they broke up. In fact, he broke up because the family members of Sheezan and Tunisha were against it. So the mother's statement of Tunisha Sharma and Sheezan's mother's statement will also be recorded. Apart from that, a secret girlfriend has in fact emerged out here, and her statement is yet to be recorded by Valif police, and for the same reason, in fact, Valif police is not in fact revealing the details of the women who he was dating, but yes, at this point of time she will also be summoned, and her questioning will also happen to Lisa.
All right, Sandeep, thank you for the moment. We'll keep coming back to you for more on that. So, Sheezan, who will be produced in court today in connection with Tunisha Sharma's death case.
A major fire broke out at Shahpur village in Mau district of Uttar Pradesh. Police teams along with fire brigade were rushed to the spot in a bid to rescue the one stuck. But despite the operations, 5 lost their lives to the blaze.
देखिए थाना कोपागंज के शाहपुर गांव का मैटर है। इसमें रात लगभग 9 बजे सूचना प्राप्त हुई कि गांव में एक मड़ई में आग लग गई है और कुछ लोगों की मृत्यु हो गई है। तत्काल मेरे द्वारा कप्तान साहब द्वारा यहां पर इसका स्थलीय निरीक्षण किया गया है और इसमें मेडिकल टीम, हमारी फायर ब्रिगेड टीम सबको यहां पर बुलाया गया। मौके पर जाने पर ज्ञात हुआ कि प्रथम दृष्टया जो चूल्हे की वजह से ये आग लगी है और इसमें जो परिवार के 5 सदस्य थे उनकी डेथ यहाँ पर हुई है। तत्काल यहाँ पर हमारी जो राहत की टीम है उनको यहाँ भेजा गया है और जो दैवीय आपदा के अंतर्गत उनको जो सहायता राशि दी जा सकती है उसकी भी गणना की गई है। प्रति पर्सन के हिसाब से इसमें 4 लाख की जो धनराशि है उसको हिसाब से इनको जो सहायता होगी उसकी कार्रवाई इसमें की जा रही है।
With the cause of the fire yet to be ascertained, a probe is now underway. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
All right, on to more news break coming in. This one from Karnataka's Mysuru. We're given to understand that a church in the Piriyapatna area in Mysuru was allegedly vandalized by a group of miscreants. Various items kept in the church, including the statue, were found damaged. We'll put out those visuals also that we've been able to source from Prajwal. They're getting us those visuals of the church that was vandalized by unknown miscreants in Mysuru. So news coming in, the visuals there on your screens of the church that was allegedly vandalized by a group of miscreants in Mysuru. Prajwal will be getting us more details on this, but these are the visuals from inside the church where you can see it's been vandalized, and the property of course has been vandalized, and the statue of Jesus also seems to have been vandalized. In fact, we are also given to understand that the vandalism of various equipments, including baby Jesus statue of the church, happened by unknown miscreants. Prajwal is joining us live for more on that. Prajwal, if you could give us more details on this news coming in.
Now we get to understand that this particular incident happened a day after Christmas at a church in Piriyapatna on the outskirts of Mysuru, and it is being learnt that a group of miscreants vandalized all the belongings in the church, but they did not vandalize the main statue of Jesus Christ, which was installed near the church. They have also gone on to, demolish the holy stone, which they consider, and therefore it is also being understood now that the money which was present in the fund collection box has also been taken away. Now the cops who are investigating this particular incident have stated that it is being understood that this is being done for money, but then the father of this particular church has gone on to state that this is enmity against their religion as well, and therefore the cops have not revealed much details about this, but they have said that this is an act of vandalism, and a few of the miscreants have already been taken into custody, and interrogation is currently underway. And now the cops are also determining as to what the loss has been to, and they're also going on and interrogating the father of the church on whose complaint they acted on these miscreants, and they're questioning whether this happened due to any personal enmity, because sources in the know of the investigation also stated that there was an altercation between two groups, but the question also being raised over here stating that as to why was the money missing if there was an altercation between two groups as of now. So the cops have stated that once they complete the full course of the investigation, they will go on to reveal more details in this particular case.
All right, Prajwal, thank you for the moment. So this news coming in from Mysuru, where the church was vandalized, and as per initial reports, it looks like a case of theft. But of course, visuals coming in of how this church was vandalized as well on the Christmas Eve. For now, moving on to a quick roundup of news from across the globe. Serbia added more roadblocks in northern Kosovo and defied international demands to remove those placed earlier. The new barriers made of heavily loaded trucks were put up in Mitrovica area of Kosovo. President Gabriel Boric visited a facility in Santiago that was destroying weapons which had been seized by the police. Authorities said that the amount of weapons which were being destroyed was 28% higher than the number last year. Officials assessed a situation of water damage at the Ohio State House after a pipe burst resulted in water flooding the Senate's chamber. Several roads in Seattle's South Park neighborhood were flooded due to heavy rainfall. Officials have warned the public to not drive around barricades blocking flooded roads. Residents in Salinas, California are dealing with significant flooding due to the Santa Rita Creek overflowing its banks. The officials have provided sandbanks to nearby residents in an effort to prevent further damage. North Korea's ruling party meet with leader Kim Jong-un continued for a second day. Kim's report at the meeting set forth new key goals for bolstering up self-reliant defense capability. Southwest Airlines cancelled thousands of flights again in the aftermath of the massive winter storm. A day after most US airlines had recovered from the storm, Southwest called off about 2,600 more flights on the East Coast. The Kurdish security forces started to implement strict security measures in Syria after a deadly attack on the city. The measures included imposing full curfew and carrying out a combing operation as well in the surrounding neighborhood. The co-leader of a plot to kidnap Michigan Governor Whitmer has been sentenced to 16 years in prison. Adam Falk's sentence is the longest of anyone convicted in the plot so far. Rescuers used kayaks to reach the pilot of an airplane that crashed into an icy creek near Maryland Airport. Rescue officers rushed to the spot and saved the pilot who was about to sink due to ice creeks. A very short break coming up. On the other side, we'll get you the latest on the Videocon loan fraud case. Coachers and Videocon co-founder Venugopal Dhoot to be produced in court.
नहीं है, राहुल गांधी राम नहीं है, लेकिन राहुल गांधी राम के दिखाए रास्ते पे चल सकते हैं.
An attempt to rebrand failed. Salman Khurshid now takes a U-turn, says Rahul, walking on path of Ram.
In association with Bisleri Limonata.
Ladies and gentlemen, you expected the puzzle. But for one person, this is not a game.
Explain it to us, detective.
Holy! Everyone is in danger.
All right, when's the murder mystery start?
क्या हुआ रोहन, क्या सोच रहा है?
रिया, पहली सैलरी मिली है, तुम भी कुछ आइडिया दो. एक्सपेंसेस को कैसे प्लान किया जाए?
रोहन, एक्सपेंसेस के साथ साथ इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान करना भी जरूरी है.
देखो, सैलरी का कुछ हिस्सा घर के रेगुलर खर्चे के लिए और कुछ मैं अपने लिए भी तो सोच सकता हूँ ना. लेकिन इन्वेस्ट कहाँ करूँ?
सिंपल है, एनपीएस में.
एनपीएस में? रिया, अभी तो मैंने कमाना शुरू किया है. इतना आगे के लिए अभी से क्यों पैसे जोड़ूं?
वो देखो, एक एक करके ईंट जोड़ी जाती है, तब जाके एक घर तैयार होता है. वैसे ही अभी से पैसे जोड़कर हम भी अपना रिटायरमेंट सुखी बना सकते हैं.
बात में तो दम है.
एनपीएस कम लागत वाली फ्लेक्सिबल लॉन्ग टर्म योजना है, जिससे आपकी बचत ग्रो होकर पेंशन का लाभ देती है.
अच्छा, फिर तो मैं अभी अपना एनपीएस अकाउंट ओपन करता हूँ.
जो कल की सोचते हैं वो आज से ही थोड़ा थोड़ा जोड़ते हैं.
पेंशन है तो टेंशन नहीं. एनपीएस में निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है.
Reimagineering brighter futures with smarter steels.
समय कभी किसी का इंतजार नहीं करता. देर न कीजिए, यह आपके द्वारा दिया हुआ टैक्स ही है जो आज देश को सुरक्षित और समृद्ध बना रहा है. शिक्षा, स्वास्थ्य और इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर की सुविधाओं को देश के कोने कोने तक पहुंचा रहा है। करदाता कृपया ध्यान दें, यदि आपने अब तक निर्धारण वर्ष 2022-23 की अपनी टैक्स रिटर्न फाइल नहीं की है, तो लेट फीस के साथ 31 दिसंबर 2022 तक आप अपनी टैक्स रिटर्न फाइल कर सकते हैं। और यदि आपने निर्धारण वर्ष 2022-23 की अपनी टैक्स रिटर्न ड्यू डेट से पहले फाइल की थी, तो आप अपनी रिवाइज्ड रिटर्न बिना लेट फीस के 31 दिसंबर 2022 तक फाइल कर सकते हैं। याद रखें, निर्धारण वर्ष 2022-23 की टैक्स रिटर्न भरने की अंतिम तिथि है 31 दिसंबर 2022। प्रत्येक आय करदाता एक राष्ट्र निर्माता।
Three terrorists have been neutralized by the security forces in the ongoing Sidra encounter. Now the searches are on. The truck in which these terrorists was hiding has been put on fire as these terrorists were taking the continuous cover under the garb of this truck. The security has been beefed up. Important operation keeping in view the dense fog cover that has engulfed the entire area. But the searches are on in the area and the security forces are trying to ensure there is no booby trap thing with these terrorists. Every step is being taken sensibly by the security forces.
Thanks for staying tuned to Republic this Wednesday morning. We are live and breaking. I'm Samiksha Srivastava. Let's get started with the top headlines this Wednesday morning. Co-actors and friends summoned, statement of 18 recorded as Tunisha's death probe widens. Police to push for Sheezan's remand extension as 4-day custody comes to an end today.
The resolution is unconstitutional against the law. It will not hold waters in any forum, including the Supreme Court.
Karnataka Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai hits out at Maharashtra government after resolution passed on border dispute. Loan fraud case gets bigger. Poachers and Videocon co-founder Venugopal Dhoot to be produced in court. Attempt to rebrand fails. Salman Khurshid now takes a U-turn, says Rahul walking on path of round. Mega crackdown on terror in Jammu. 3 terrorists gunned down in Sidra area of encounter. All right, we start with the news break coming in. This one in relation to yet another Congress leader who's made remarks that have sparked a controversy. The remarks coming in from Congress leader Mani Shankar Iyer, who has now said that it is the Sangh Parivar that is responsible for the tukde of the country. With the BJP now hitting out at Mani Shankar Iyer over his remarks, in which the latter said that it is the Sangh Parivar that is responsible for the tukde of the country. Let's play out that first, the soundbite of Mani Shankar Iyer, the Congress leader.
नहीं, टी शर्ट की बात ही नहीं, वो तो जूतों की बात भी कहते हैं और दाढ़ी की बात भी कहते हैं। उनके पास और कुछ नहीं है क्या कहने का। फिलहाल तो हम भारत जोड़ो यात्रा में लगे हुए हैं। ये यात्रा ख़त्म होने के बाद, श्रीनगर पहुंचने के बाद, तब राजनीति का सवाल शुरू होगा और आप देखेंगे कि 2023 के दौरान राजनीतिक गर्मी बढ़ती जाएगी। नहीं, टी शर्ट की बात ही नहीं, वो तो जूतों की बात भी कहते हैं और दाढ़ी की बात भी कहते हैं। उनके पास और कुछ नहीं है क्या कहने का। फिलहाल तो हम भारत जोड़ो यात्रा में लगे हुए हैं। ये यात्रा ख़त्म होने के बाद, श्रीनगर पहुंचने के बाद, तब राजनीति का सवाल शुरू होगा और आप देखेंगे कि 2023 के दौरान राजनीतिक गर्मी बढ़ती जाएगी। नहीं, टी शर्ट की बात ही नहीं।
All right, as you just heard, Congress leader there, Manishankar Aiyar, making these remarks, saying that it is a Sangh Parivar that is responsible for the tukde of the country. Not just this, he goes on to say that it is the BJP that talks about the T-shirt, beard and such things. We'll try and get more reactions on this. In fact, a reaction coming in from BJP's Sheezan Poonawala. Let's listen into that remark.
Congress, which itself is broken, is now trying once again to undermine the contributions of Sardar Patel by saying through Manishankar Aiyar that India is broken. Bharat toota hua hai. Matlab, Sardar Patel could not unite Bharat. It is broken. And Rahul Gandhi will unite Bharat. Rahul Gandhiji's own party is broken. From Rajasthan to Delhi to Goa to Karnataka to Telangana, Rahul Gandhi must fix his own party and unite his own party before he speaks and talks about uniting India, which apparently is broken in his views. The only time India was broken was at the time of partition, thanks to the Congress party and to those politicians who put their own interest above national interest. Therefore, Manishankar Aiyar, you must explain that is Sardar Patel and his contribution being undermined by you and the Congress party? And time and again the Congress party has done this, undermining Sardar Patel's contribution in uniting India. Today, this is not Bharat Jodo. This is actually a yatra of Bharat Todo, Nafrat Jodo, with the kind of elements they have taken together, right from George Ponaiya to Medha Patkar and many others. Rahul Gandhi also says that in his yatra, he could not see hinsa, violence, hatred anywhere in 2800 kilometers. Yet, Mr. Manishankar Aiyar says, Bharat toota hua hai. Who is correct?
All right, Piyush Mishra tracking that story very closely. Piyush, we just heard that remark that came in from the Congress leader as well as that reaction from the BJP. But if you can help us read into these remarks, Manishankar Aiyar saying that it is a Sangh Parivar that is responsible for the tukde of the country.
Well, certainly the controversial phase of Congress party, Manishankar Aiyar is at it again, and this time he is speaking about Sangh Parivar. He is now saying that the country is broken into multiple pieces and RSS Sangh is responsible for that. And Rahul Gandhi is on a yatra to unite the country, and that is why he is taking out Bharat Jodo Yatra. So Manishankar Aiyar comes out and once again talks about the different parts of the country. He says that Bharat toota hua hai, ang ang mein bikhra hua hai, and that is why Rahul Gandhi is taking out this entire yatra. The point here is that Rahul Gandhi, while on his entire journey from southern India to northern India, did not see any hatred, did not see any kind of venom being spread by people. Then why Congress party is talking about this? Because Rahul Gandhi himself has said that he did not find anyone fighting, anyone talking about other nation or any problem. He did not find during his entire journey. But he keeps on attacking BJP for sponsoring that, for talking about that. We'll have to wait and watch how the Congress party is going to justify this statement of Manishankar Aiyar, who has now come out and once again highlighted about the point that India is divided into many parts, scattered into many parts, and Rahul Gandhi is on a spree of uniting India. He is also adding that that they will be talking about the politics only after the Bharat Jodo Yatra comes to an end, which will take place on 26th of January there in Jammu and Kashmir. BJP is now coming out and saying that India is united and India was divided by the Congress leaders during the partition time when the nation was broken into two countries. India was broken into two countries. This is what the BJP is saying. We'll have to wait and watch how the politics is going to further escalate on this entire matter. But yes, after this statement made by Manishankar Aiyar, we can certainly expect big reactions coming in from Bharatiya Janata Party, where they are going to target Rahul Gandhi, where they will once again say that Rahul Gandhi is on a spree of Bharat Jodo Yatra, not on Bharat Jodo Yatra. Earlier, Salman Khurshid, yesterday, you would remember that, had compared Rahul Gandhi with Lord Rama. Today, he has taken a U-turn U-turn. So controversial statements coming in from the Congress leaders. Day by day we are seeing these statements coming in, and this time Manishankar here is also giving another controversial remark.
Absolutely, Piyush. So interesting there. It remains to be seen how exactly Congress goes about in justifying these remarks coming in from the Congress leader. And as interesting as it gets, Manishankar here, they're talking about the beard and T-shirt, whereas it's the Congress that actually rigged up these issues. Thank you for the moment. We're getting more news break coming in. This one in relation to the Kochar case. And an update coming in the Videocon loan fraud case, Chanda Kochar, Deepak Kochar as well as Venugopal Dhoot have now been brought to the court. We are given to understand that the CBI is seeking 2 days of custody of all the 3 accused who've been produced in the case. All right, news, more details that are just trickling in of Chanda Kochar, Deepak Kochar and Venugopal Dhoot, who are all 3 of them who are currently inside the court. We're given to understand that the CBI has sought 2 days of custody of all the 3 accused who've been produced in this case. Meanwhile, arguments, we understand, are being presented as we speak by Venugopal Dhoot's lawyer, who states that CBI has not filed a say regarding the violation of Section 17A of the Prevention of Corruption Act, sanction from competent authority to arrest a public servant. So Venugopal Dhoot's lawyer, they're arguing for Venugopal Dhoot, saying that the CBI has not filed a say regarding the violation of Section 17A of Prevention of Corruption Act in this case. Now remember this dates, the case is amounts to 3,000 crore rupees of loan of fraud which was allegedly given by the group by ICICI, and in connection to which Chanda Kochar, her husband Deepak Kochar, as well as Venugopal Dhoot, who've been arrested by the CBI in this case. To talk a little more about this case, it amounts to 3,000 crores of loan that was given to Videocon by ICICI Bank, in which the CBI has now found irregularities in this loan that was given by ICICI Bank to Videocon. So the latest, of course, coming in that all 3 accused in this case, Deepak Kochar as well as Venugopal Dhoot, all 3 have been, Chanda Kochar, all 3 have been presented in the court. Currently, arguments are going on. The arguments they're being presented by Venugopal Dhoot's lawyer. And just to talk a little more about this case, which amounts to 3,000 crore rupees fraud. Remember, the CBI had filed a charge sheet in this case in January 2019. It was on 23rd of December when Chanda Kochar as well as her husband were arrested by the CBI, and just 3 days later, Venugopal Dhoot, the co-founder of Videocon Group, was arrested by the CBI. So all 3 there in the dock in connection with the 3,000 crore rupees loan fraud case. We'll try and go across to Alicia as well, who's getting us those details from inside the court of the arguments being presented as we speak. So the hearing is currently on in this case in which the CBI is present. In fact, CBI has arrested all 3 accused in this case, who are Chanda Kochar, her husband Deepak Kochar, as well as the Videocon co-founder Venugopal Dhoot in this case. On 23rd of December, Chanda Kochar as well as Deepak Kochar were arrested by the CBI, and just 3 days later, Venugopal Dhoot was also arrested by the CBI. In fact, remember, sources telling Republic that the CBI has been getting more and more evidence against Venugopal Dhoot in the last 2 years, and that the CBI saying that it has enough evidence against the accused in this case. Now remember, Chanda Kochar is the former CEO of ICICI Bank. She was also part of panel that cleared the Videocon loan, which amounts to 3,000 crore rupees, and that in fact she was part of the panel that sanctioned loan of 3,000 crore rupees to the Videocon group, the loan that was given between the time period of 2010 to 2012. In fact, to talk a little more about Deepak Kochar, who's also an accused in this case, he's accused of benefiting from the ICICI Videocon deal. We have Sandeep also joining us for more details on that. Sandeep, if you can take us through the arguments being presented inside the court as we speak.
See, Chanda Kochar and her husband will be produced in the
All right, we'll try and go across to Sandeep again, but the latest what we are given to understand is that all three accused in this case, in the Videocon loan fraud case, which amounts to 3,000 crore rupees, have been presented in the court. Currently, we are given to understand that the arguments are being presented by Venugopal Dhoot's lawyer. Venugopal Dhoot, who's also an accused in this case, he's, remember, the co-founder of the Videocon group. We'll continue to get you all the latest on that, on the arguments being presented. For now, to more stories coming in.
देखिए, जो पुलिस बता रही है, अगर उसकी माने तो पुलिस की तरफ से जो है एक वाहन की गतिविधि देखी गई। ट्रक्स की मूवमेंट जो है दोपहर बाद होती है, लेकिन सुबह जो है 4 बजे के करीब यहाँ से एक ट्रक यहाँ से निकल रहा था, जिसके बाद पुलिस को शक हुआ, उस ट्रक को रोका गया, जिसके बाद आतंकी जो हैं वो यहाँ से भागने में सफल हुए। आप देखिए यहाँ पर सरजीवन, अगर आपको दिखा पाएँ तो गोलियाँ जो हैं, ये आप कुछ जो शेल्स हैं वो यहाँ पर दिख जाएंगे कि किस तरह से ये शेल्स का एक पूरा इलाके में शेल्स पड़े हुए हैं। लगातार जम्मू कश्मीर पुलिस, भारतीय सेना की एक पैरा और उसके साथ साथ सीआरपीएफ का जो ऑपरेशन था, ये इसका हिस्सा थी। भारतीय सेना की एक पैरा की तरफ से इस ऑपरेशन को अंजाम दिया गया है, जम्मू कश्मीर पुलिस की तरफ से साथ में इसका और इस पूरे ऑपरेशन में स्पेशल फोर्सेस का काफ़ी इस्तेमाल जो है वो किया गया। वन पैरा जो कि भारतीय सेना की है वो इस ऑपरेशन का हिस्सा थी। अब सुरक्षा बल ये कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि जल्द से जल्द उस ग्राउंड ज़ीरो पे वहाँ से सर्चिस की जाए और कोशिश ये है कि जल्द से जल्द आतंकियों के शव बरामद किए जाएं। 3 की पुष्टि जो है वो सुरक्षा बलों के सूत्रों की तरफ से की गई है। वहीं नंबर की अगर बात की जाए तो अगर बाकी बात की जाए तो लगातार अब सुरक्षा बल ये कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि हथियारों का बड़ा ज़खीरा क्योंकि इन आतंकियों के पास मौजूद था, तो हथियारों की बरामदगी भी की जाए। लगातार आप देखिए एक बार फिर से यहाँ पे फायरिंग जो है वो यहाँ पर शुरू हो गई है। सुरक्षा बल ये कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि आतंकियों को यहाँ से जल्द मार गिराया जाए। आप देखिए यहाँ से सरजीवन से कहूँगा कि दिखाते रहे विजुअल्स की उस तरफ दोबारा एक बार फिर से फायरिंग हुई है, यानी कि ये माना जा सकता है कि जो क्लियरेंस ऑपरेशन किया जा रहा है उसमें सुरक्षा बल अब फायरिंग करके ये सुनिश्चित करना चाहते हैं कि जो आतंकी इस ट्रक के अंदर थे वो मार गिराए गए हैं। जैश ए मोहम्मद आतंकी संगठन का ये जो ग्रुप है वो हो सकता है, क्योंकि पिछले अगर 4 वाक़यों की बात की जाए जो एनकाउंटर जम्मू में हुए हैं, चाहे वो रियासी ज़िले में हुआ हो या फिर बन टोल प्लाजा पे 2 हम आतंकी जो एनकाउंटर में मारे गए।
Into a very short break for now, but on the other side, we'll get you the latest in the probe into Tunisha Sharma's death case. Also coming up on the other side, we'll get you the latest on the border dispute between Maharashtra and Karnataka as Chief Minister Bommai hits out at Maharashtra government.
Reimagineering brighter futures with smarter steels. ArcelorMittal, Nippon Steel India. Smarter steels, brighter futures.
क्या हुआ रोहन, क्या सोच रहा है?
रिया, पहली सैलरी मिली है, तुम भी कुछ आइडिया दो, एक्सपेंसेस को कैसे प्लान किया जाए।
रोहन, एक्सपेंसेस के साथ साथ इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान करना भी जरूरी है।
देखो, सैलरी का कुछ हिस्सा करके रेगुलर खर्चे के लिए और कुछ मैं अपने लिए भी तो सोच सकता हूँ ना, लेकिन इन्वेस्ट कहाँ करूँ?
सिंपल है, एनपीएस में।
एनपीएस में? रिया, अभी तो मैंने कमाना शुरू किया है, इतना आगे के लिए अभी से क्यों पैसे जोड़ूं?
वो देखो, एक एक करके ईंट जोड़ी जाती है, तब जाके एक घर तैयार होता है। वैसे ही अभी से पैसे जोड़कर हम भी अपना रिटायरमेंट सुखी बना सकते हैं।
बात में तो दम है।
एनपीएस कम लागत वाली फ्लेक्सिबल लॉन्ग टर्म योजना है, जिससे आपकी बचत ग्रो होकर पेंशन का लाभ देती है।
अच्छा, फिर तो मैं अभी अपना एनपीएस अकाउंट ओपन करता हूँ।
जो कल की सोचते हैं वो आज से ही थोड़ा-थोड़ा जोड़ते हैं।
पेंशन है तो टेंशन नहीं। एनपीएस में निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है।
सामने फ्यूल पंप है, वहां से ले लें।
जी सर। फ्यूल तो पिछले पंप में भी मिल जाता,
इंडियन ऑयल में ऐसा क्या है?
कुछ है स्पेशल, खुद ही देख लेना।
स्पेशल?
अरे इंडियन ऑयल की तो बात ही कुछ और है।
जरा देखिए, फ्यूल तो बराबर डाल रहे हैं ना।
अरे यहाँ कंप्लीट ऑटोमेशन है, मतलब प्योर और पूरा दोनों ही। इन सेंट्रली मॉनिटर्ड मशीन्स की एक एक रीडिंग का हिसाब है यहाँ पर। क्या हुआ?
सर बिल।
हाँ बिल हो गया।
वाह सर।
याद है ना, इंडियन ऑयल की बात ही कुछ और है। इंडियन ऑयल, पहले इंडियन फिर ऑयल।
News in brief, accused Sheezan Khan seems to be changing his statements during the police interrogation in the Tunisha Sharma death case. He has now stated that his career was a reason for the breakup between of the two. Earlier, remember, he had stated that religion was the main reason. In the Tunisha death case, the Walid police has recorded Sheezan's 7 hours of interrogation on camera and is now seeking 4 days of police custody for investigation. Telangana BJP chief Bandi Sanjay has now written a letter to the Union Minister of Panchayat Raj and Rural Development Giriraj Singh. In his letter, the BJP chief has demanded an inquiry into the misuse of Panchayat Raj funds by the Telangana government. After equating Rahul Gandhi to Lord Ram earlier, Congress leader Salman Khurshid is now trying to justify his statement, saying that he meant what he meant is Rahul is walking on path of Lord Ram.
नहीं, राम राहुल गांधी नहीं है। राम राहुल गांधी नहीं है, राहुल गांधी राम नहीं है, लेकिन राहुल गांधी राम के दिखाए रास्ते पे चल सकते हैं और हम राम के दिखाए रास्ते पे चल सकते हैं। वो ये कह रहे हैं कि आपको चलने का अधिकार नहीं है, सिर्फ हम ही चलेंगे। और वो अगर राम के रास्ते पे चलते तो हमें कोई आपत्ति ना होती। वो भगवान राम के रास्ते पे नहीं चल रहे हैं, रावण के रास्ते पे चल रहे हैं, इसलिए हमें आपत्ति है।
Meanwhile, Rajasthan Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot has now hit out at the BJP and the BRS. Chief Minister Gehlot says that BJP and BRS are weakening the democracy of the country. However, the people will not tolerate this. A day after JP Nadda said that Rahul's great-grandfather was instrumental in bringing Article 370, giving special provisions to J&K, Congress has now hit back, blaming Sardar Patel and Shyama Prasad Mukherjee for Article 370. A very short break coming up. On the other side, we'll get you the latest in the Videocon loan fraud case as arguments currently being presented in court. An attempt to rebrand fails. Salman Khurshid now takes a U-turn, says Rahul walking on path of Ram.
This is your space.
Play it your way.
With the versatile range of sanitary ware, faucets and tiles by Sarah.
Your favorite service provider, Den, which gets you the best of entertainment, is back with something very special.
अभी मजा आएगा ना भिड़ो.
Your 3 favorite movie channels are bringing in super blockbuster films with features like wider picture and crystal clear sound straight to your home.
Wow. Oh, I love that expression.
To subscribe to your favorite channels, contact your local cable TV operator today or call Den toll-free number 1-800-419-2020 now.
Yeah, Ajay, look at your dad. Will we be the same at his age?
Absolutely yes, if we plan our future like him.
How?
My father had invested in LIC's Jeevan Akshay, which gives immediate and guaranteed annuity at regular intervals, that too for life.
Wow.
But do we have to wait until his age?
Absolutely not. We recently invested in LIC's new Jeevan Shanti, which gives deferred annuity, which means regular income after some years.
I see.
LIC. LIC's annuity plans give 10 annuity options and flexibility in receiving regular income. LIC, हर पल आपके साथ.
India welcomes those who further India's pride across the globe. Indian diaspora, partners of New India's growth journey in Amrit Kaal. Come and be a part of the 17th Pravasi Bharati Divas from 8th to 10th January 2023 at Indore, Madhya Pradesh, India. For registration, log on to pbdindia.gov.in.
Three terrorists have been neutralized by the security forces in the ongoing Sidra encounter. Now the searches are on. The truck in which these terrorists was hiding has been put on fire as these terrorists were taking the continuous cover under the garb of this truck. The security has been beefed up. Important operation keeping in view the dense fog cover that has engulfed the entire area. But the searches are on in the area and the security forces are trying to ensure there is no booby trap thing with these terrorists. Every step is being taken sensibly by the security forces.
Now, as India gears up for the fight against COVID-19, cases of COVID-19 are being reported from across the country. In the latest news break coming in from Chennai, where 2 persons from Dubai have now tested positive for COVID-19. Now, as the international airports have begun intense testing and screenings in the state, after the instructions, we're given to understand that 2 persons who had come from Dubai have tested positive for COVID-19. We'll go across to Varshini as well to get us more details. But we're given to understand that the samples of those who've tested positive for COVID-19 have been sent to the lab for the genome sequencing. And also important to note that the 2 people were tested positive at the Madurai International Airport on Tuesday. So the report is awaited. The genome, the samples of the duo have been sent for genome sequencing. While the report is awaited, there is a growing concern whether it is the same subvariant of BF7 of Omicron, which is in fact a growing concern in the country. Varshini joining us live. Varshini, if you could give us more details, when is the report expected of the genome sequencing, the samples which have been sent for the test?
Landed at Chennai from Dubai. And yesterday, 2 other people who landed in Madurai International Airport after coming from China through Sri Lanka were also tested positive. All these samples have now been sent to the laboratory in the Directorate of Public Health in Chennai, and the whole genomic sequencing is being done for these samples. And it is expected that between 36 hours to 48 hours, we will be getting to know if they have the variant BF7 or not. And the Health Minister Mas Subramaniam, by talking to us yesterday, he also mentioned about how this BA5 variant, which is already found in Tamil Nadu in India long back, is the one which is now changed into BF7. It is an internal variant. Therefore, if at all this results come as positive to the BF7 variant, he also mentioned about how they are planning on moving ahead with the measures to make sure that a larger spread is being prevented. Therefore, probably in 1 day or in 1.5 days, we will be getting to know if the variant is BF7 or not. Since the samples were sent from Madurai Airport yesterday itself, by end of today or by early morning tomorrow, we will get to know whether they had the BF7 variant, and the samples that were sent today might also be, we can also get to know if they belong to the BF7 variant by end of tomorrow.
All right, Varshini, thank you for the moment. We'll keep coming back to you
So the report of the 2 who have been tested for positive for COVID-19 is awaited, as the report has been sent for genome sequencing. And that's all we have for you in this edition of our broadcast. Do not go anywhere. Lots coming up on the other side of this very short break. We'll get you the details of the probe into Tunisha Sharma's death case, as accused Sheezan will be produced in court today. Also tracking closely the updates coming in on the loan fraud case, as arguments are currently being presented in the court in relation to the Videocon loan fraud case.
In association with Distillery Limonata.
क्या हुआ रोहन, क्या सोच रहा है?
रिया, पहली सैलरी मिली है, तुम भी कुछ आइडिया दो, एक्सपेंसेस को कैसे प्लान किया जाए।
रोहन, एक्सपेंसेस के साथ साथ इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान करना भी जरूरी है।
देखो, सैलरी का कुछ हिस्सा घर के रेगुलर खर्चे के लिए और कुछ मैं अपने लिए भी तो सोच सकता हूँ ना, लेकिन इन्वेस्ट कहाँ करूँ?
सिंपल है, एनपीएस में।
एनपीएस में? रिया, अभी तो मैंने कमाना शुरू किया है, इतना आगे के लिए अभी से क्यों पैसे जोड़ूं?
वो देखो, एक एक करके ईंट जोड़ी जाती है, तब जाके एक घर तैयार होता है। वैसे ही अभी से पैसे जोड़कर हम भी अपना रिटायरमेंट सुखी बना सकते हैं।
बात में तो दम है।
एनपीएस कम लागत वाली फ्लेक्सिबल लॉन्ग टर्म योजना है, जिससे आपकी बचत ग्रो होकर पेंशन का लाभ देती है।
अच्छा, फिर तो मैं अभी अपना एनपीएस अकाउंट ओपन करता हूँ।
जो कल की सोचते हैं वो आज से ही थोड़ा थोड़ा जोड़ते हैं।
पेंशन है तो टेंशन नहीं। एनपीएस में निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है।
Reimagineering brighter futures with smarter steels. ArcelorMittal, Nippon Steel India. Smarter steels, brighter futures.
Viewers, thank you for tuning into Republic TV. I am Priyanka Sharma. This is live and breaking, and we will be getting you all the updates as far as the biggest stories that we are tracking today are concerned. But first up, let's take a look at the headlines. Co-actors and friend summoned, statements of 18 recorded as Tunisha death probe widens. Police to push for Sheezan remand extension as 4-day custody comes to an end today. Karnataka Chief Minister hits out at Maharashtra government after resolution passed on the border dispute. Loan fraud case gets bigger. Coachers and Videocon co-founder Doot produced before the court.
राहुल गांधी नहीं है, राहुल गांधी राम नहीं है, लेकिन राहुल गांधी राम के दिखाए रास्ते पे चल सकते हैं।
Attempt to rebrand fails. Salman Khurshid now takes a U-turn, says Rahul, walking on path of Ram. And mega crackdown on terror in Jammu. 4 terrorists gunned down in Sidra area encounter. We're starting this bulletin today, viewers, with respect to Tunisha Sharma's death probe that we have been keeping a very close eye on for you, where we have seen that Sheezan, the main accused in this entire matter, has been changing his stories, and now there are several twists that are now coming to light as far as Sheezan is concerned in the latest development in the Tunisha Sharma death probe. Republic, in fact, has learned that the police is probing the chats between Tunisha and Sheezan, and the chat is of 250 to 300 pages itself, and in this chat the police is looking for a reason for the breakup between the two, and this chat in fact is from June till now. The WhatsApp chat with a girl who was being implied as the secret girlfriend of Sheezan was deleted by him, and the Wale police will write a letter to WhatsApp to retrieve this chat as well. The breakup between the two had happened about a month ago, but everything was normal on the sets, is something that is being said by the police officials and our sources in the investigating authorities, who are looking very closely into the Tunisha Sharma death probe that we are following for you. And of course, as far as the latest development is concerned, we do see the kind of twists and turns that are coming to light as far as the secret girlfriend of Sheezan is also concerned, whose chats will be now recovered by the authorities. After writing a letter to WhatsApp, at least this is the preliminary information that the authorities have, that there is now a secret girlfriend that is being implied, and her chats that had been there in the phone of Sheezan had been deleted by him. And now the authorities will be working on trying to retrieve that chat as well. Sandeep, my colleague, is on the ground tracking this story. He's been reporting on this story from the very beginning. Sandeep, tell us more about this chat that is now in question of the secret girlfriend who is now being implied, whose chats in fact had been deleted by Sheezan as well. What really is the police expecting to find in those chats?
See, Sheezan's secret girlfriend chats in fact was deleted, and in fact that is the only reason that he is under the suspicion. Remember, apart from that secret girlfriend, Sheezan was also in touch with other women as well. Now police has in fact written a letter to WhatsApp to extract all the WhatsApp chats that Sheezan has done. And there are several other things that will come into the light in upcoming investigation. As far as this investigation is concerned, there are 250 to 300 pages of WhatsApp chats between Tunisha Sharma and Sheezan Khan. Now, the police also suspect that Sheezan might have deleted some of the chats between Tunisha and himself, and for the same reason now they are writing to WhatsApp as well. Apart from that, the secret girlfriend of Sheezan Khan is also in touch with the Wale police, and her statement will also be recorded. So the point out here is, on the basis of which Wale police will seek the custody of Sheezan is why did Sheezan Khan deleted the WhatsApp chats between the secret girlfriend and himself? Why was this chat deleted on the day of Tunisha's suicide or before? Or did he deleted these chats after Tunisha committed suicide? So these are several questions, that needs to be answered, and for the same
Sandeep,
reason.
in fact, this also raises two more questions as far as the chats between Tunisha and Sheezan are also concerned. Because what we have also learned from our sources is that these chats run about 250 to 300 pages long. So in these chats as well, is there some kind of evidence that the authorities have found out in these chats between Sheezan and Tunisha as to what had really gone on between the two?
See, as far as, as I spoke to my sources in police, whatever the chats that have surfaced in the investigation, there is nothing suspicious in the chats between Sheezan and Tunisha. But what police is suspecting that Sheezan might have deleted these chats, which could have been investigated. And that is the only reason, remember, they have in fact written a letter to WhatsApp to make sure that everything, each and every data is recovered. And on the grounds of that data, police may act into the investigation. Police may make this case more stronger in regards of Tunisha Sharma suicide case. So for the same reason now, despite of 250 to 300 pages of WhatsApp chats. Police also suspects that Sheezan might have deleted some of the important chats between Tunisha and himself. And for the same very reason, he will be in fact produced out here, and his custody will be demanded by police.
All right, Sandeep there getting us the latest as far as the investigation into the Tunisha Sharma death probe is concerned, viewers. Of course, we are tracking for you the latest as far as the new leads and the pieces of evidences as well that the Walif police station in fact is putting together. Now we see that more chats that might have been deleted by Sheezan with him and his secret girlfriend that are also coming to light. And of course, we will be keeping a track on this story for you. For the moment, Sandeep, thank you for joining us with those updates. And shifting our focus now, viewers, to what's really happening with Salman Khurshid. The leader, in fact, who had been making this hero-worshipping statement towards Rahul Gandhi, so much so that he was comparing Rahul Gandhi to Lord Ram as well. Now Salman Khurshid has backtracked on the statements that he had made since Republic confronted Salman Khurshid, and he had no answers as far as the kind of hero-worshipping, the statements that he had made against for Rahul Gandhi as well. Let's viewers listen in to what Salman Khurshid had to say, or what he tried to justify when Republic confronted him. And of course, we will be putting out those visuals for you and the kind of reactions that we are picking up from Salman Khurshid, who is trying to backtrack, who is trying to take a U-turn. Remember, viewers, we had seen Salman Khurshid just 24 hours back coming out and making a comparison of Rahul Gandhi with Lord Ram. This had come after the visuals of Rahul Gandhi in the national capital had come to light, where in a crisp winter morning, he had not been wearing a jacket, and for which we see Salman Khurshid making these statements and comparing Rahul Gandhi to Lord Ram, and also saying that Rahul Gandhi, in fact, is a superhuman.
आप सुन लीजिए खुर्शी साहब, नई कंट्रोवर्सी है भगवान राम से कंपेयर करने के लिए। खुर्शी साहब, जवाब तो देखिए, ये जनता जवाब मांगते हैं। खुर्शी साहब,
मैं आपसे जवाब मांगता हूँ सर। आप पढ़ के नहीं आते।
आप भगवान राम से
आप सुन लीजिए, आप सुन लीजिए, उनके पदचिन्हों पे ना चलें। आप बोल दो, आप बोल दो कि भगवान
आपने पहले कहा, फिर उसके बाद आप डिनाइल दे रहे हैं।
नहीं, डिनाइल भैया, मैं डिनाइल नहीं दे रहा हूँ। मैं ये कह रहा हूँ कि आप झूठ बोलते हैं।
सर,
आप झूठ बोलते हैं इतने लोगों के सामने कह रहा हूँ।
आपने जो बोला, मैं तो सिर्फ उस पर आपसे
साइलेंस, थैंक यू। मैंने कुछ नहीं बोला।
मैं सिर्फ आपसे
नहीं पूछिए, नहीं पूछिए।
आप क्या कहना चाहते हैं?
कुछ नहीं,
आप भगवान राम से कंपेयर
मैं कुछ नहीं कहना चाहता हूँ। मैं कुछ नहीं कहना चाहता हूँ। आप जो चाहें, आप जो चाहें।
आपने कहा कि
नहीं, मैं किसी को जस्टिफाई नहीं कर रहा हूँ। मैंने कुछ कहा तो आप जस्टिफाई करिए, आप उसको क्वेश्चन करिए।
मानते हैं कि आप कंपेयर कर रहे हैं राहुल गांधी को?
मैं कुछ नहीं मानता हूँ। मैं कह रहा हूँ कि मैं कह रहा हूँ जो आप सवाल पूछ रहे हैं वो बेकार का सवाल है। आप मुझे वीडियो दिखाइए, मैं आपको जवाब
जो बोला आप, मैं आपसे वही
प्लीज।
पूछ रहा हूं।
I don't want to clear. I'm sorry, will you let me talk to them?
Sir, I'm just trying to understand.
I'm sorry.
There is again a debate going on.
I'm sorry. Please, you do the debate.
Article 370.
I will not.
Debate is again back.
I'm telling everybody that Republic TV does not deserve an answer. Republic TV does not deserve an answer. Republic TV doesn't deserve it. Sorry. No, it's my right to keep quiet. Is it my right to keep quiet? Is it my right to keep quiet? Is it my right to keep quiet? You ask the question.
You have given a public statement.
Please. You have already taken a public view.
This is my full right to ask you the question.
Don't be disgusting. Don't be disgusting. Don't be disgusting.
Bharat Jodo Yatra, Uttar Pradesh. Are you really?
Shall I call the police? Shall I call the police? You are stalking me. You are stalking me. No.
That is Salman Khurshid, who is still not answering. That's Salman Khurshid, who is not answering the question of Republic Media Network, that what exactly he has stated and what does he want to say. That was Salman Khurshid. We were continuously confronting him, but Salman Khurshid, the leader who has compared Rahul Gandhi with Lord Ram, is not ready to answer. With video journalist Surendra Shah, I'm Anuj, and this is Republic.
Viewers, our colleague Anuj there trying to confront Salman Khurshid. In fact, he did confront Salman Khurshid. He asked him some pointed questions about the kind of statements that Salman Khurshid himself had made. Let me also bring in Anuj on this conversation. Anuj, you confronted Salman Khurshid. You asked him some pointed questions. And Salman Khurshid very shockingly has said that he did not say anything of that sort, where very obviously we have seen making him these kind of statements. He then also makes these personal attacks against you, personal attack against Republic. But of course, you have asked those questions and he had no answers, Anuj.
Well, exactly. This was Republic. This was I who was continuously trying to get an answer. He has stated what he wants to say about him. But as we have seen in the visuals, as we are seeing in the conference, that Salman Khurshid was not ready to speak about it. But he was continuously raising questions. I was trying to stop him. But later in the video we clearly seen, we were just trying to get what he to say. And it's clear that this is all part of the. Then we need to understand this is the party which is being stated as the oldest party limited.
All right, Anuj there getting us those details as far as Salman Khurshid viewers is concerned. Let's listen in once again as to what Salman Khurshid had to say when my colleague Anuj confronted him.
खुर्शीद साहब नई कंट्रोवर्सी है भगवान राम से कंपेयर करने के लिए। खुर्शीद साहब जवाब तो देखिए ये जनता जवाब मांगते हैं। खुर्शीद साहब
मैं आपसे जवाब मांगता हूँ
सर,
आप पढ़ के नहीं आते।
आप भगवान राम से
आप सुन लीजिए, आप सुन लीजिए,
हैं।
उनके पदचिन्हों पे ना चलें। आप बोल दो, आप बोल दो कि भगवान
आपने पहले कहा, फिर उसके बाद आप डिनाइल दे रहे हैं।
नहीं डिनाइल भैया, मैं डिनाइल नहीं दे रहा हूँ। मैं ये कह रहा हूँ कि आप झूठ बोलते हैं।
सर
आप झूठ बोलते हैं इतने लोगों के सामने कह रहा हूँ।
आपने जो बोला मैं तो सिर्फ उस पे
साइलेंस, थैंक यू। मैंने कुछ नहीं बोला।
मैं सिर्फ आपसे
नहीं पूछे
आप क्या कहना चाहते हैं?
कुछ नहीं,
आप भगवान राम से कंपेयर
मैं
करते हैं?
कुछ नहीं कहना चाहता हूँ। मैं कुछ नहीं कहना चाहता हूँ। आप जो चाहें, आप जो चाहें।
आपने कहा कि आप
नहीं, मैं किसी को जस्टिफाई नहीं कर रहा हूँ। मैंने कुछ कहा तो आप जस्टिफाई करिए, आप उसको क्वेश्चन करिए।
मानते हैं कि आप कंपेयर कर रहे हैं राहुल गांधी को?
मैं कुछ नहीं मानता हूँ। मैं कह रहा हूँ कि मैं कह रहा हूँ जो आप सवाल पूछ रहे हैं वो बेकार का सवाल है। आप मुझे वीडियो दिखाइए, मैं आपको जवाब
जो बोला आप मैं आपसे वही
प्लीज।
पूछ रहा हूं।
I don't want to clear. I'm sorry, will you let me talk to them?
Sir, we are just trying to understand.
I'm sorry.
There is again a debate going on.
I'm sorry.
Article
Please,
370.
you do the debate.
Article 370.
I will not.
Debate is again back.
I'm telling everybody that Republic TV does not deserve an answer. Republic TV does not deserve an answer. Republic TV doesn't deserve it. Sorry. No, it's my right to keep quiet. Is it my right to keep quiet? Is it my right to keep quiet? Is it my right to keep quiet? You ask the question.
You have given a public statement.
Please.
So no answers there from Salman Khurshid when Republic confronted Salman Khurshid for the kind of statements, the kind of hero worshipping that he was doing for Rahul Gandhi. Salman Khurshid, in fact, backtracks, tries to take a U-turn and says that he did not say anything of that sort, that his statements had been misconstrued, and when that doesn't work, he also targets Republic. He targets my colleague Anuj, who's asking him these questions as well, and does not answer on the fact that he was in fact comparing Rahul Gandhi to Lord Ram. This is one of the biggest stories that we are tracking right now. Moving on to some news and brief. Accused Sheezan Khan seems to be changing tales during police interrogation. He now states that career was the reason for breakup. Earlier, he stated that religion was the main reason. In the Tunisha death case, Walev police has recorded Sheezan's 7 hours of interrogation on camera, is now seeking 4 days of police custody for investigation. Telangana BJP Chief Bandi Sanjay Kumar written a letter to the Union Minister of Panchayat Raj and Rural Development Giriraj Singh. In this letter, BJP Chief demanded an inquiry into the misuse of Panchayat Raj funds by the Telangana government. After equating Rahul Gandhi to Lord Ram, Congress leader Salman Khurshid is now trying to justify his statement, saying that he meant Rahul is walking on the path of Lord Ram.
सेना को नहीं, राम राहुल गांधी नहीं है, राम राहुल गांधी नहीं है, राहुल गांधी राम नहीं है, लेकिन राहुल गांधी राम के दिखाए रास्ते पे चल सकते हैं और हम राम के दिखाए रास्ते पे चल सकते हैं। वो ये कह रहे हैं कि आपको चलने का अधिकार नहीं है, सिर्फ हम ही चलेंगे, और वो अगर राम के रास्ते पे चलते तो हमें कोई आपत्ति ना होती। वो भगवान राम के रास्ते पे नहीं चल रहे हैं, रावण के रास्ते पे चल रहे हैं, इसलिए हमें आपत्ति है।
Rajasthan Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot hits out at the BJP and BRS. Chief Minister Gehlot says BJP and BRS are weakening the democracy of the country. However, the people won't tolerate this. A day after JP Nadda said Rahul's great-grandfather was instrumental in bringing Article 370 giving special provision to J&K, Congress hits back blaming Sardar Patel and Shyama Prasad Mukherjee for Article 370. Shifting our focus now, viewers, to Chanda Kochar, Deepak Kochar and, of course, Venugopal Doot as well, to understand how really they will be produced before the court. They were, in fact, and the remand, in fact, was sought for, and the investigation into the same is also being carried out. We are getting some more updates in the loan fraud case where Chanda, Deepak and Venugopal Doot were brought to the court, and the CBI, in fact, is seeking 2 days of custody for all of the accused produced before the court as well. So trouble mounting for the trio now. Chanda Kochar, Deepak Kochar and Venugopal Doot as well, who had been taken into custody by the CBI, and they had of course been interrogated earlier as well. And the CBI in the court in the last hearing had also stated that Chanda Kochar and Deepak Kochar at that time were not cooperating with the investigation, with the line of questioning of the authorities, and that is why they needed more remand of Chanda Kochar and Deepak Kochar, and of course also Venugopal Doot, who had also been arrested by the CBI hours after Chanda and Deepak Kochar had been taken into custody as well. Of course, remember, the investigation is that of the irregularities of about 3,000 crores, and of course we are looking at more and more leads that the CBI has also shared that they have found in this entire investigation. And the kind of legal arguments that they have presented before the court really tells us the line of investigation, the turn of investigation that the CBI will be going forward with. But as of now, we get an update as far as Chanda Kochar, Deepak Kochar and Venugopal Doot are concerned. All of the three accused had been brought to the special CBI court, and the CBI had sought for 2 days of custody for all of the three accused that had been presented before the court as well. Let me also bring in my colleague Sandeep, who's been tracking this story. Sandeep, tell us more about the kind of legal arguments that had been presented before the court by the CBI, where they had stated earlier that Chanda Kochar, Deepak Kochar were not really cooperating with the authorities. They were not really answering the questions, and that is why more remand was sought for. Today, what has really transpired inside of the courtroom? What really were the legal arguments presented by the CBI?
As far as the CBI is concerned, CBI has sought 2 days of custody. They say that as the accused are not in fact cooperating with the law enforcement agency, then they need some more time to investigate this matter. Remember, in 2009, Chanda Kochar misused the power and in fact provided a loan for more than 300 crores, and that is something needs to be investigated. So as of now, CBI has just started a primary argument, and they mentioned that they need the 2 more days of custody of all of them, so that more and more details in regards of this fraud can be in fact investigated.
Well, that being said, Sandeep, what has been the kind of pieces of evidences as well coming out, the kind of line of questioning that Chanda Kochar, Deepak Kochar and now Venugopal Doot as well have been subjected to? Because we did see that the CBI had been wanting to confront all of these three accused with each other. Has that happened yet in the custody, and what really has been the line of questioning?
See, not maximum details are in fact revealed. Court is the arguments are in fact concluded. The arguments are concluded, and in fact now the court will be pronouncing its verdict on the remands of Kochar in Doot in a while. So that is the update that we are getting from the courtroom, as Alicia is sending us all the details that the court is to pronounce the verdict on the remand of Chanda Kochar and Venugopal Dutt shortly. Shortly, the court will pronounce the verdict on the remand now.
Of course, we are tracking those updates as well, Sandeep, but speak to us about the background of the case as well, as far as the irregularities are concerned. Irregularities to the tune of more than 3,000 crores as well that have been recorded in this case. But what are some of the details as far as the evidences and the further investigation by the CBI is concerned?
See, as far as this loan fraud is concerned, Chanda Kochar, being in the position of CEO of ICICI, had in fact transacted more than 3,000 crores of loan to a VIEL, which was owned and operated by her husband. At that point of time, she misused her power, and in fact, that is the only reason when she came into the radar of the central agency. And now I have some of the details of the court proceedings at this point of time, when the court asked, what is the progress? What did you do all these days when you had custody of the accused? Now the investigation officer has informed the court, at this stage I cannot reveal these details. We need to confront the accused in the light of some new documents and evidences agencies have recovered. So at this point of time, agencies, that is what something the investigating officers had told the court, that they cannot reveal the details of the investigation as it is on a primary stage. But at this point of time, they have got some important evidences, they have got some important documents, and they need to confront each of them, and hence they need the custody. And in fact, the court is to pronounce the verdict in a short while now.
All right, Sandeep there getting us the updates as far as the legal arguments inside of the courtroom are concerned, where our colleague Alicia has also been sending us updates as far as the kind of statements that are being made inside of the courtroom, where the CBI has stated that they need all of the three accused in their custody so that all of them can be confronted with each other, since the statements that they have been given need to be cross-verified as well. And of course, earlier, the CBI in the courtroom had also stated that Chanda Kochar and Deepak Kochar were not cooperating with the entire interrogation, which is why they have been wanting all of the three accused in the custody so that there can be further investigation into the matter. We will be keeping a close eye on this big story. For the moment, let's take a look at this 2-minute report.
देखिए, जो पुलिस बता रही है, अगर उसकी माने तो पुलिस की तरफ से जो है एक वाहन की गतिविधि देखी गई। ट्रक्स की मूवमेंट जो है दोपहर बाद होती है, लेकिन सुबह जो है 4 बजे के करीब यहाँ से एक ट्रक यहाँ से निकल रहा था, जिसके बाद पुलिस को शक हुआ, उस ट्रक को रोका गया, जिसके बाद आतंकी जो हैं वो यहाँ से भागने में सफल हुए। आप देखिए यहाँ पर सरजीवन, अगर आपको दिखा पाएँ तो गोलियाँ जो हैं, ये आप कुछ जो शेल्स हैं वो यहाँ पर दिख जाएंगे कि किस तरह से ये शेल्स का एक पूरा इलाके में शेल्स पड़े हुए हैं। लगातार जम्मू कश्मीर पुलिस, भारतीय सेना की एक पैरा और उसके साथ साथ सीआरपीएफ का जो ऑपरेशन था, ये इसका हिस्सा थी। भारतीय सेना की एक पैरा की तरफ से इस ऑपरेशन को अंजाम दिया गया है, जम्मू कश्मीर पुलिस की तरफ से साथ में इसका और इस पूरे ऑपरेशन में स्पेशल फोर्सेस का काफ़ी इस्तेमाल जो है वो किया गया। 1 पैरा जो कि भारतीय सेना की है वो इस ऑपरेशन का हिस्सा थी। अब सुरक्षा बल ये कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि जल्द से जल्द उस ग्राउंड ज़ीरो पे वहाँ से सर्चिस की जाए और कोशिश ये है कि जल्द से जल्द आतंकियों के शव बरामद किए जाएं। 3 की पुष्टि जो है वो सुरक्षा बलों के सूत्रों की तरफ से की गई है। वहीं नंबर की अगर बात की जाए तो अगर बाकी बात की जाए तो लगातार अब सुरक्षा बल ये कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि हथियारों का बड़ा ज़खीरा क्योंकि इन आतंकियों के पास मौजूद था, तो हथियारों की बरामदगी भी की जाए। लगातार आप देखिए एक बार फिर से यहाँ पे फायरिंग जो है वो यहाँ पर शुरू हो गई है। सुरक्षा बल ये कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि आतंकियों को यहाँ से जल्द मार गिराया जाए। आप देखिए यहाँ से सरजीवन से कहूँगा कि दिखाते रहे विजुअल्स की उस तरफ, दोबारा एक बार फिर से फायरिंग हुई है। यानी कि ये माना जा सकता है कि जो क्लियरेंस ऑपरेशन किया जा रहा है उसमें सुरक्षा बल अब फायरिंग करके ये सुनिश्चित करना चाहते हैं कि जो आतंकी इस ट्रक के अंदर थे वो मार गिराए गए हैं। जैश ए मोहम्मद आतंकी संगठन का ये जो ग्रुप है वो हो सकता है, क्योंकि पिछले अगर 4 वाक़यों की बात की जाए जो एनकाउंटर जम्मू में हुए हैं, चाहे वो रियासी ज़िले में हुआ हो या फिर बन टोल प्लाजा पे 2 हम आतंकी जो एनकाउंटर में मारे गए।
Time now here for a short break, viewers. Coming up on the other side, co-actors and friends summon statements of 18 recorded as Tunisha death probe widens.
राम राहुल गांधी नहीं है, राहुल गांधी राम नहीं है, लेकिन राहुल गांधी राम के दिखाए रास्ते पे चल सकते हैं।
Amity has been ranked India's #1 private university for the 10th year by India Today, a testimony to Amity's world-class education whilst imbibing values and sanskars in students.
छक्का नहीं, टूटा। आपके टाइल्स को चाहिए MY के लिए टिकरी टाइल एडेसिव। फॉर्मूला ऐसा कि अब टाइल न टूटेगा न छूटेगा।
India welcomes those who further India's pride across the globe. Indian diaspora, partners of New India's growth journey in Amritkar. Come and be a part of the 17th Pravasi Bharti Divas from 8th to 10th January 2023 at Indore, Madhya Pradesh, India. For registration, log on to pbdindia.gov.in.
Everyone looks at the world today. At Hyundai, we go beyond with experiences that take us forward. Innovations that are intuitive. At Hyundai, we are going beyond mobility, and you are welcome to join us.
The encounter has finished and now the cleansing operation is on. The security forces are trying to ensure that this operation is concluded at an earliest. We are getting to know the number possibly could go up as well. The final searches are on by the security forces so as to ensure that everything goes well and smooth.
Top stories at 12:30. Co-actors and friends summoned. Statements of 18 recorded as Tunisha death probe widens. Police to push for Sheezan remand extension as 4-day custody comes to an end today. Karnataka Chief Minister hits out at Maharashtra government after resolution passed on the border dispute. Loan fraud case gets bigger. Coaches and Videocon co-founder Doot produced in the court.
राहुल गांधी नहीं है, राहुल गांधी राम नहीं है, लेकिन राहुल गांधी राम के दिखाए रास्ते पे चल सकते हैं।
Attempt to rebrand fails. Salman Khurshid now takes a U-turn, says Rahul, walking on path of Ram. Mega crackdown on terror in Jammu. 4 terrorists gunned down in Sidra area encounter. Cutting across to some breaking updates that we are picking up for you viewers as far as Tunisha Sharma death probe is concerned. Of course, we are getting you the first reaction of Tunisha's relative on Sheezan's secret girlfriend that has just been revealed by the authorities of the Walev police station, who are investigating into the matter. They have stated that they have reason to believe that in the phone of Sheezan there is a deleted WhatsApp chat between Sheezan and a secret girlfriend that has been mentioned, for which the authorities will be writing a letter to WhatsApp to get that chat, so that they can understand further as far as what really went on between Tunisha Sharma and Sheezan, who is now being implicated in the death of Tunisha Sharma, not just by the authorities but also by